عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم محمد جبنا لكم مقطع جديد، وهذا المقطع بيكون اختصار لعبة كذا
Stanley
لقيتها
went around touching every
قلنا
little
في
thing in the
المقطع حقي
office,
قبل
but it didn't
العبها.
make a single difference, nor did it
قررت
advance the
آخذ جولة
story
مع
in any
75.
way.
كل شيء هو فلت مع 70 زر الاشتراك، فعل زر
When
التنبيهات
Stanley
عشان
came to a
يوصلكم
set of
شعار
2 open
سجل.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
والله لخبطة مو طبيعية. الحين والله ما أعرف شيء. افتح الباب، والله ما ينفتح الباب. لا، ما في باب مقفولة. جلس.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
والله ما أعرف إيش اللعبة دي.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
أطلع أعلى دور هنا. إي والله هذا ما قد شفته. لأنه بان. إيش هذا؟ أنا قاعد أضغط أي شيء ابتديت، والله أنا قاعد أضغط أي شيء. ما أعرف عن اللعبة أي شيء والله. يا متابعين استنوا شوية لو سمحت.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
إنك تدور على شيء ما يفتح الباب.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
5 2 8 4 5 5 2 8 4 5
2845.
2 8 2 2 8 2 8 2 3 5.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
متابعين والله ما أعرف أي شيء صار، والله أنا ما أعرف أي شيء صار. بس كذا ضرب. الله يتقي الله خير، كنت أنت. إيش؟ أطلع فوق وأخذ. لا نطلع من تحت.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
واو
thought to
والله
himself.
مكان
Did he
اسطوري.
have the strength to find out?
يعني ايش تسوي طيب؟ خلي الطريق. الحين انا بروح هنا. الحين ايش اسوي؟ من جد ايش اسوي؟ ايش اسوي؟ هنا تفتح الكاميرات.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
واو.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
هذا الحين فتح لك الباب الثاني.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
لا لا. أنا حصلت استوي.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
أيوة. والله إنها فوق بس قاعد أسلم. أنا عندي فوق من الليل ممكن أكلم فوقي وما في الليل. أنا أفتح النور.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
بحاول أمسكها مكمل والله ماني عارف إيش السالفة.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
استقرار ما في
everyone
قابل
inside,
وجعتك
or I
فوق.
let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make
4
sense of everything and take back the control
1.
wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
خذ
My
الثلاثة.
goodness,
خذ
only
الثلاثة
34
فعلا.
seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know
خذ
what? To
الثلاثة.
hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
3
These are precious additional seconds.
2
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
1.
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
لا صح
now?
كذا.
Or did you just
Yes,
assume when you saw
it's
that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
ايش السالفة والله ما أعرف ايش السالفة.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no,
But they can't
these
talk.
colored ones, or maybe this
That's
big
good.
red button, or this door.
والله
Everything,
ما أعرف
anything,
شيء
something here
ما
will
أعرف ايش
save me.
السالفة.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
Answer.
purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're
5
in for quite a
4
disappointment.
5
But
5
here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's
الحين
just
أنا
seconds
صوت 5
ticking away to your
4
You're
3
either still
4
playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're
4
powerless. To see you made humble.
أكثر.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
3
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
3
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
1
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
ايش السالفة.
It's all the same to me.
تبين والله ما
All part of
أعرف
the
ايش
joke.
السالفة
And
والله.
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
والله ما
life
أعرف ايش
from the moment
السالفة.
we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
ايش السالفة. ايش السالفة ايش السالفة. والله ما أعرف أي شيء صار في اللعبة دي. لعبة تخوف ورب الكعبة. كنت قد ما
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
كانت لعبة جميلة. هنا وصلنا لهذا المقطع. لا تنسوا من زر اللايك والاشتراك وفعل زر التنبيه عشان يوصلكم إشعار إنه أنا حنزل مقطع. وبكم أوي لازم تحطوا زر الاشتراك. ومع السلامة.